Hey guys, what's going on? Today we are going to be I'm going to teach you how to use the Booklet editor because a lot of people don't know how to do it. So I thought I'd help you guys today. So yeah. So how do you make this? First things first, you want to grab a scalable. I'm just going to grab this. I don't need this, but actually I kind of do need this, so use it. What you want to do is you want to go here. You can see it actually highlights it for you. As you can see, the light blue part's highlighted. That's the where it's going to be scaled, as you can see. And this little bar here scales it even tinier. So you can do this. And you can do the same for the width. And then you can do that. And you click G once. And then you just drag it over to here. And then if you want to change the colors are up here. So you want to do, I'm going to take and make it lovely. And if you want to move up, you want to click G twice. And then you just lift it up. Actually, I'm going to make this a tad bit bigger. So then you can type the scale if you want, if you don't want to move the bar. So there's the door. So that's what we have. Now, as you can see, then what you want to do, if you want to copy this, you can do Control Copy. And then you can put this, and then you can click G twice and drag it to the side. Or you could just use the little G once and then just drag it like that, but I use it so it's more precise and stuff. Anyway, next up is the fonts. You want to click Control Copy, and then you want to use the blue arrow this time. It's basically using the same thing over and over again. I think you already know this already, so if you've been following the tutorial and such so far, there you go. It's quite simple. You want to do the same over here, or the left, whatever car you're trying to make, you can do that. Now, if you want to make your font curve, like I'm going to do, then what you want to do is you want to go out of here, and you want to go to Actuators, and you want to grab the tiny one or a big one, or you can choose whatever one. And also this also acts like a way to move pieces. If you want to move something, you can. But we're not doing that today. Instead, we're just going to, this wants to be my friend. And then you're just going to set this to grey. I don't know why it just happened there. I think I just had a little seizure for a second. What you want to do is you want to lift this up, and then voila, you already have the curved bit of a car, but it could be not curved enough. If this is not curved enough, I think mine's curved enough. Then what you want to do, it depends on what you want to do. You can have it auxiliary. If you just hover over it, tells you what it does and what buttons you can do to make it move. Or you can have it on custom and use a switch to move it. Next up is this, but if you want it to be static, then you can have it static. You can have a spring, which means it just wiggles back and front like an actual spring. You have physics driven, which is just dead. And then you have seeking cycle. Seeking, if you click it once, it retracts back to its original position. But if you have it on Actuated, which is what here, if you click W or whatever button you have it set to, it's not going to retract. It's going to stay in that position, which is, for me, I'm not going to need that. I'm going to have it on static. Also, these little things here are the way to change the angle. So if you want it having, you can change all this. Anyway, we're not going to need that, but there you go. So then what you want to do is, all I'm going to do is that you don't have to make the same car as mine, but if you want, you can. Yeah. So as you can see here, I'm terrible at making cars, I'll be honest with you. As you can see here, you can grab this and completely set it to be curved like that. So, and then you have the front put in. Perfecto. And then what you're going to do, what I'm going to do at least, I keep saying what you're going to do, and you could do whatever you want. Depends on what car you're making. If you're making the same car as me, if you're trying to make a Ford, which I'm making a Ford right now, I'm trying to make a Ford. I think this is 6, this needs to be. Then you're going to need to do the same steps as mine. But if you're not doing the same car as me, then you don't have to do the same steps. Simple as that. Now, I think I messed up here. Now I'm going to use a tiny bit here so I could actually adjust this. And as you can see, it's too little. If I do this, it does too much. We've encountered our first issue. Now, how you're going to fix this, you may wonder. However way you want to fix it. If you want to fix it whatever way, you can fix it whatever way. I think I'm going to do this. That works, yeah. Let's set this to blue. I'm also going to set this to blue. Nice, so you have the front end here. Actually it looked quite nice, this color, to be there. And you can also just set this to whatever color if you want to set it to a color. But anyway, we're going to add lights. Now, if it's tricky, it's tricky, but if it's not tricky for you, it's not tricky for you. It's basically setting the lights correctly. Now, it's easy enough to do it, but if you're really bad at setting up lights, then you can follow my lead, unless I don't know how to do this. Oof, that looks a little ugly. Now, I've encountered my first issue here. As you can see, it's supposed to be white first up. Second up, it's quite ugly. But lucky for me, I'll just use a different model. So we're just going to use this, and we'll flip it over, and we'll use these kind of lights for my car. It's based off of a real Ford, I'm guessing. I'm guessing some Fords. I could be completely wrong. But if I search up an old Ford pickup, as you can see, you can just use the old Ford pickup, and as you can see, it got square lights, so I guess I am sort of sure of that. It's also got a massive grille and weird indicators at the bottom. Now, I believe it's not all the way up. Yeah, it's got like a tad bit of room at the top, so you can put in the Ford logo. So we're just gonna leave this much room. I need enough room to put in the Ford. No, actually that could be enough. Yeah, sure. And then we'll have a tad bit down here, which you can just use this. This is just me now casually making a Ford here, so yeah. You can make this blinker, and yeah, if you blinker, you also have all these separate things here on how to, things. Also, exit with vehicle. You can do save, discard changes, which basically just removes all the things you've done to it. And you can click cancel, which just doesn't save it at all. So, and it also doesn't exit your editor. You can also exit editor you can also save it and then do all the stuff there again. So, yeah, also headlights, you have tail lights, you have hazard lights, you have beacon, but we can set this to fire action too. Now, if you'd like me to upload this, I could totally do that. I am happy to do so. Yeah. So that's basically the basics on how to do it. Now, if you'd like me to make a different video or another video, I could totally do that for you. Now, here's how it looks. So that's the lights, the front, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on the basics. If you enjoyed, you can like and subscribe if you want. It's totally up to you. And yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.